I'd like to call to order the Peabody Planning Board meeting agenda for Thursday, October 3rd, 2024, held at 7 p.m. on Peabody Municipal Hall, Wigan Auditorium, 24 Lowell Street, Peabody, Massachusetts. This meeting will be broadcast through Public Access TV. First item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes of 9/5/2024.
Motion approved.
Have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Present, Mr. Ford. Next item on the agenda is 59 Pine Street, Peabody, Massachusetts. Parcel identification 034-004 and 034-004C. Applicant, Attorney John Kelty of 40 Lowell Street, Peabody, Mass. Yes.
Thank you. This is a plan prepared by Eastern Land Survey Associates, 104 Lowell Street, Peabody, Massachusetts. We believe it's an A&R plan in as much as both lots shown on the plan have sufficient area and frontage on a public way, which is Lowell Street. The reasoning behind this plan is that we recently filed with the Conservation Commission, and we were able to have approved a house that is located on the rear lot, which is lot 2B. The plan that we had approved at the Conservation Commission showed the addition to the rear of the premises, which is the premises at 59, which is actually an indoor swimming pool, straddling the original lot line, and thereby creating an encroachment, and we agreed that we would bring a new plan before this board, and obtain the signature of the board in order to create an approval not required lot, and then the zoning matters will be before the Board of Appeals at the zoning board meeting of October 21, and we're asking for rear yard relief to allow for the building itself, the addition itself, to be very close to that notch we've created. The reason that we don't pull the house, pull the line back even further to the north or kind of northwest. The reason we're not pulling it further back is that the area where we're proposing and have an order of conditions to build the house is right there on the top of a high area, and the area below this higher section of the lot, that particular area is in flood zone A, and we are not proposing any kind of fill, but instead we'll take advantage of construction on the top of that lot. I have copies of that plan that was filed with the commission if the board would care. I can file multiple with you, but if not, that's fine as well. Because your plan doesn't show any of the conservation issues.
Any questions from the board?
Yes, through the chair. So, Attorney Kelty. So the T-shaped house, the upside-down T.
Yep.
Right.
That's where
That's
the principals, my applicants, live, and they're here this evening.
Okay. And
they're building a home for their daughter at the rear.
understood. So your relief going to the ZBA is for the existing home? Is that what you said?
Frontage for the existing home, and then rear yard, yes. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Just to clarify, frontage setback? The the front, you need front setback and.
Front setback and rear
rear
setback,
setback.
right?
So was this one big, huge
At one time, yes.
C-shaped lot?
At one time, three. The area shown is Victor Merchant. That, many, many years ago, was cut out of a much larger parcel, which was Lot 2B, 2A, and the Merchant parcel.
Is there a barn, a big barn on one of these parcels? No?
Not on
Maybe-
these parcels, just up the street. yeah.
Okay, thank you.
That might be on Shays.
Yep, thanks.
Any other questions from the board? Dr. Otto?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. How is the proposed house to be accessed?
How is what?
The proposed house to be accessed?
Oh, accessed, there's an easement showing on the right of the plan, tight to the property line. That'll be the access to the rear.
Maybe it's just the print, but it doesn't look like it was finished.
Pardon?
Looks like the drawing wasn't quite finished, in this print anyhow. You see how the
Oh,
dotted
that
line?
he didn't bring the line all the way, yeah.
Yeah.
When we actually grant the easement, we will continue that line.
All right, thank you. Oh, sorry.
Any other questions from the board? Hearing none, I'll accept the motion.
Mr. Chairman, I would move approval of an A&R plan of land in Peabody, Mass. Prepared by Easton Land Survey Associates of 104 Lowell Street, Peabody, prepared for Anthony Avola, Anthony Avola. The date on the plan is, I've seen it somewhere. The date on the plan was originally September 19th, 2012. However, it was revived on September 3rd, 2024. The plan is further identified by a number F6486. All lots have area and frontage on the way in existence. So moved.
Second.
Mr. Joseph Gagnon? Mr. John Ford?
Yes.
Attorney Peter Avanites? Dr. Judith Otto?
Yes.
Mr. Roy Simos?
Yes.
Mr. Tom French?
Yes.
Mr. Thomas Betancourt?
Yes, motion carried, unanimous. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next item on the agenda is 128 Newbury Street, Peabody, Mass. Parcel identification 057-074 and 057-074T. Applicant, Attorney John Kelty, 40 Lowell Street, Peabody, Mass.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. This is a plan that I actually have a chart that I think can be helpful. It was a plan that I tried to get before the board back in the earlier portions of the summer. well before your break, maybe even June, and my client had not paid the taxes. This is the parcel of land that our treasurer had made an appearance before the board, explaining that we had the planning board had the right to withhold signatures on A&R plans when the taxes are not paid. Since that time, taxes have been paid, and so I resubmitted the plan. I'm not certain that we're ever going to use it because certain conveyances have taken place off an older plan. So the older plan I'm referencing is recorded, and this plan that you're looking at tonight does what is shown on this plan by notes. In other words, if you look in the lower right-hand corner of this plan, it says that there's a group of lots that are to be combined, and then certain of them are not buildable lots. And the engineer, the surveyor, Jay Jarosz, who had done this plan, adds a line in which he says Lot 3 is so many 14, I think it is, 1,000 square feet. Well, Lot 3 really doesn't show on this plan. On the plan we filed this evening, the things that are referenced in this note, and what we've done is 2, 3A, these three colors are forming one lot. That's one lot. There's a second lot, and then there is, that's it. There, one lot, second lot, and then that's not a buildable lot. So we've tried to use this chalk to essentially show you the lots that were combined off this recorded plan to create. One of the questions that had arisen was the frontage for, there now is, the subdivision plan has been removed. That is being shown on this plan as Lot A. Trammell Crow bought that and is underway with their 40B project, developing 180-odd units on this property. This particular parcel had been part of the subdivision. It was not purchased because of some contamination. That was also the case with this area here. So this area here becomes Lot 3, Lot 2, 4A-1 never changes, and Lot 5 is an unbuildable lot. Lot 5, I think it was some concern that one of the frontages is out here on Winona Street, and that, however, is not usable. It's only about a foot wide. It's the result of a mellow plan, that Eastern Land Survey plan, that created string frontages down here and one out there. The access to anything taking place in this, which is business zoned, would be via the easement that we're showing on the plan. The access to this lot, that easement, access to these lots, that easement. This is not going to be developed in all likelihood. And then Lot 4A1 also is accessed from the easement here, as well as the Trammell Crow units, which are under construction out back. They're currently conducting a peer review at Public Services for us to move stormwater collection area underneath to move it from where it was located approximately here. We're going to move it there. All of which are, that particular issue is slowing the progress with the building of this access way, but it will be built, and all of these lots shown in this plan to be accessed from that easement. And it could be that we never use this plan because the two Over the summer, there were 2 closings contemplated, and both of them actually happened using recorded plans without this one.
So, Mr. Chairman, if I'm very confused here, Jack. So you're stating that Lot 3 is not really a lot?
Lot 3 is a lot, sure. Lot 3's frontage, however, is out here on Winona. It shows in the blue.
No, Lot 3 also has frontage via the top section on Winona through those 2 tiny
Up
lots.
here by going out Lot 1 and C and D. Meaning here, Andrew? I could go out there?
Yes.
That would not be usable because of state regulation with respect to you can't access business through residential land. So the zoning, although we discuss lots in 2 districts, we don't particularly have that provision in our zoning ordinance, but it has stood up over the years. I think it was originally a Natick or Framingham case in which they were passing through a subdivision which was residentially zoned and going to build a huge new driveway to a commercial property, and the judges and case ruled that you cannot access business land through residentially zoned land, and that continues to be residentially zoned. So we can't use that for frontage to these lots. And the frontage for these lots technically is out here.
Which you don't have enough because you would need 40 feet of frontage.
We do. I think we've got 100 feet, believe it or not. That's off a very old Eastern Land Survey plan.
So there you have 2 sections of frontage.
There's lots, but there's a strip down here. This has a strip down here, and this lot had a strip extending down Winona. Kind of plan I don't think you'd sign again.
If I may, Mr. Chairman. Attorney Kelty, why even consider this R1 zone lot to be combined with Lot 3?
Ownership, just ownership.
Well, he could still own 2 separate lots.
Sure he could, sure he could. You could give him, the subdivision plan was used to convey and left out that which was Lot 1. So the conveyancing plan was the original subdivision in order to get them. They bought everything but C, D, and 1. And now the attempt is it was originally in order to be able to accomplish this closing. We were trying to get this combination plan signed, but that closing happened without it. Everything was described, which was bought by Olympia Development from Richard Marquez, Silver Pike. That's what got the taxes paid. And then he bought 1, 2, 3, 4 in those.
Through the chair. Hi, thank you. In case you're wondering, Jack, everybody here is confused. You're saying things are combined, but they should have been shown combined, in my opinion, on this piece of this Mylar. So up near where it says Winona Street in the top right corner, there's looks like a 50-foot access to Winona and comes out and then gets bigger in the back, right?
Roy, just to make sure, we're clear, the plan that you're submitted that Roy's referencing is the same plan that you're looking to get endorsed this evening?
Right here now, yes. That's this. This you already did. This is recorded. I was trying to show you what this plan does is what is suggested by these notes.
Okay, so just to clarify, this is
That's
this is the plan that everyone's looking for. This is the one that shows the new lots highlighted with the old lots superimposed on it. The plan that we have does not show the old lot lines superimposed. I just wanted to clarify, Roy, that we're all looking at the same thing here.
Okay. But this sheet that I have right here, this is the Mylar that you intend on being signed,
Yep.
right? Okay. So, back to that top right corner. You got like a 50-foot access to Winona, and it comes in and then opens up in the back. Right? Yes, that's
Yes.
the polluted lot. That's got pollution on it, and that's why Trammell Crow didn't want it. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So this guy wants it. Whoever bought it. Somebody's got to own it,
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
Okay.
Came with the deal.
All right.
What he wanted was this.
Right, but
yes.
the lot that one is nested around, that's somebody's house, is that correct?
Right here?
There's a
Yes.
home on that parcel.
Yep. Shows as Lenore Mail.
Right.
Yes,
Okay.
there's a house. That was the gentleman who, I believe.
Yeah, got his
Mr. Mail
swimming pool filled in
passed away
several
in
times,
his
we
swimming
understand.
pool, right. And there's person infirm and there's person
Right.
here.
So that recent purchase from Mr. Marchese includes Lot 3, the lot we were just talking about, 5,
Yep,
and 2?
yes, 2, 5, 3, and up here.
Right. So everything that's left over after you peel away Trammell Crow in the back and the Circle Storage, AKA Contractor's Yard, that has yet to be approved. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then you mentioned about moving some
Oh, yeah.
stormwater thing.
Yeah.
Right.
In this easement, there was a stormwater management facility on Lot 2 that was more, not completely underneath the easement. The parties now would like to put this stormwater management underneath the easement and where, so that it wouldn't impede with this open area. And that's being done, peer review being conducted on that now.
Right. Through
Public
DPS.
services.
Okay. So is that the same stormwater management thing that was described to us 2 or 3 months ago, that it's a bunch of sealed concrete containers that basically go through the pollution and don't let the polluted groundwater come into it, and gives clear passage for the stormwater to get and infiltrate?
I don't think that is the case. I don't think they're that specialized. Turned out the most recent well water testing, where we went from like 30,000 parts per whatever to 4,000. This is over the last bunch of months. That property is turning out to be cleaner. Nonetheless, it still needs to be treated, still needs to be monitored, and I don't believe that our Caltech system is designed so that it creates a clear passage.
I
Yeah.
think it was Chris Mello that came here and described it to us. I've never heard of such a thing, but it was some sort of four-sided concrete box with no roof and no floor, and they stacked them real deep and took it through the polluted soil to below the pollution to let the stormwater go in. That's what was told to us, but nonetheless.
Yeah, we
Okay,
haven't had
so-
an Eastern Land Survey plan up here for a couple of years now.
So,
These have lately, most recently, been done by Engineering Alliance, which is Richard Salvo.
does Mr. Caruso still intend on building a contractor's yard on
Yes.
4A-1?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, everybody heard that. What does the new guy who just purchased this, what does he intend on building?
Olympia is his current business, and he's very successful. He owns North Shore Auto Body in Revere. He has an interest in utilizing Lot 2 as an auto body. I don't think he has a plan at all for the Lot 3. He intends to, when we file for site plan review, he will show the architecturals for this auto body facility, which is intended to be, there be no yard. Everything will be down in the back behind the building at a lower level, and inside a lower garage underneath the entire building.
And that's an allowed by right use in this.
It is by right, however, you know, he needs to go through site plan review,
Right.
so we'll get to see it.
Thank you.
Through the chair. Jack, this new buyer and any changes to this plan that touches any lot on here, have all of those owners, have they paid their taxes?
Yes.
There is no outstanding tax on any of these properties with the new buyer or any other abutter that the lot line may or may not change, that may change? In other words, any change?
No, they're
to-
all paid.
They're all paid?
Yeah.
God
They were
bless
paid
them,
at the time.
finally.
Yeah, they were paid at the time of the sale, and then there were further, Mr. Caruso refinanced for the construction of the contracted bays, and the first release was to pay his taxes. So they're all paid.
Yeah, you probably can't answer this, but can we assume that all these lots in here, the taxes have been paid in full, or are there still some
No,
delinquent?
well, is that a question for me? Yes. Yes, they're paid.
Isn't that wonderful? How many years did that take? How many decades?
I would hope better late than never.
Yeah. Thank you.
Any other questions from the board?
Attorney Kelty, I still have an issue with combining this R1 lot with the Lot 3 and the BR zone. Why can't that just be two separate lots?
It technically is in the deed that already passed hands. They are separate. That's why I suggested that there may be no need whatsoever for this plan to go on record. If I get a signature, my intention is to bring it back to my office, give it to Salvo, and I don't think we're going to use it. Because all it really does, it doesn't create anything new except the combination and designation that certain lots on this older plan are now all combined to be Lot 5, 3.
And further into my concern is, down the road, someone might get the bright idea that they can access this property through a residential area on Winona. I know you said it's legally not possible, but people try to rob banks a lot, and that's not legal. So that's my big concern, so.
Were independent lots that, you know, to the extent that somebody makes an effort to do that, whether they're in accordance with the plan you're looking at tonight or the old plan, same issue exists and the same prohibition exists.
Jack, can you just explain a little further what you mean by this plan might not even exist?
It may not be needed. It may not be needed because what it does is this was a plan dated, you signed it 9/23/20. So this has been around for a very long time. It says CD 32 Lot 1 4A3 combined and are to be combined, and that's then what this does. So, and they ended up conveying off of this because they couldn't, you know, we needed to get the taxes paid, couldn't get this plan before you tonight without paying the taxes, so they conveyed off the old plan. So I have a feeling we'll never use this one.
Okay. But my question is, if we're never going to use that one and you come for site plan review, what plan would you show the lots on?
We'd show them as they are on this one.
But it sounds like you're gonna file a site plan application shortly.
Yes.
So if you don't get a signature, or you keep saying we might not ever use this one, would you just use the old one that shows the property?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, we would show it
So
as-
the building would go through a bunch of different lots? All under?
No, the building will all be located on Lot 2 on tonight's plan and on Lot 3-1 on the old plan.
Let me bother you again. The stormwater retention facility that's there now, how is that going to be replicated? Is it going to be an underground vault, or
Yes,
it's going on Lot 3?
Caltech underground vault, which would be located rather than kind of centralized in that lot, it's going to be located under the roadway.
Located under these, but
Way down here.
instead of over in the center of this, it'll be over there. What say the board? Any recommendation?
If this does anything to get that place developed and finished once and for all, then I say go for it. That's just my recommendation.
You make a motion to,
Patience is a virtue.
It would be a motion if the board so chooses, or it would be a motion to endorse that this is, endorse this plan.
It's a one-signature plan.
Mr. Chairman, I would move the board endorse a plan of land in Peabody, Mass., prepared by Jaros Land Survey of Saugus, Mass., prepared for, I'm assuming, Circle Storage LLC and South Pike LLC. So moved. Oh, the date on the plan is the date of the signature of the surveyor. It is March 6th, 2024. I see no other date on the plan other than the timestamp from the city's
I'll
office.
second that.
call, please.
Mr. Joseph Gagnon,
Yes?
Mr. John Ford,
Yes.
Attorney Peter Arvanites, Dr. Judith Otto,
Yes.
Mr. Roy Simos,
Yes.
Mr. Tom French,
Yes.
Mr. Thomas Betancourt.
Yes. Next item on the agenda is site building permit plan, 15 Newbury Street, Peabody, Massachusetts, map 88, lot 6.
Mr. Chairman, just before you continue, we received a letter of continuance from the applicant's engineer requesting a continuance to the November 7th hearing on this matter. I will just update the board that I have reached out now numerous times to Weston and Sampson, who is holding one of the final peer reviews on this project. We've yet to hear back. We're hoping that we will hear back shortly. Last communication we had was that they were nearing the final part of this. They've cleared traffic. They're just waiting back on water and sewer at this point. And so we are awaiting what that will say.
Mr. Chairman, in the matter of 15 Newbury Street, move to receive a late communication from GPI dated October 3rd, 2024, requesting an extension of time until November 7th. Move to receive the communication and grant said extension.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Dr. Otto? All those in favor? Unanimous. Thank you. Appointments, none. Subdivision Board action, none. Correspondence, regional notices. City Council, none. Any other matters properly before the board?
Just a suggestion and a request, I guess. Can we get these drawings, even if they're 11 by 17s, can we get them in our package, please? Because we got nothing. We have to go up to the table to steal drawings to see what we're talking about. There was no drawings in the package.
To that point, our A&R only requires 4 copies and a Mylar be submitted. That's been the Form A application for many years.
So we can't make an 11 by 17 and stick it in the package? No?
That's just, we require 4, but we can discuss.
Well, maybe you can add that to your subcommittee. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, move to adjourn.
Second.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Thank you.